I want you to think about your goals and dreams. Think about the things that you've said that you want to do with your life. And this conversation that I'm going to have with you now, you have left on the planet. I was in a conversation with one of my business partners, and he said the journey that I have traveled up to this point is longer than the journey that I have left. I don't know whether or not that hits you like it hit me. How much time do you have left? And the reason I'm sharing this with you, I want to talk to people who are hungry to make an impact with their lives, who are hungry to make this year the best you've ever had. Because a lot of people don't know we're going to leave here. It's a part of the process. And one of the seasons of life is you go through some stuff, that you reach points in your life that you have some major breakthroughs. When I'm looking at my life as how I approach my life, how I use my time, who I spend time with, because my goal is to finish strong. I don't want to just casually get to the end of life and, oh, well, that was a nice ride. No, my goal is to finish strong. Here's what I know about this thing called life. It is so unpredictable. And so the question becomes, what are you going to do now? I want you to write this down, please. Write this down. Live with a sense of urgency. Live with a sense of urgency. People that are living with a sense of urgency, they spend their time doing things that's them. This, what I'm doing now, this is me. It's not work, because I was doing that which I came here to do. You came here to do something. And I'm encouraging you, don't rule it out saying, well, I don't know if you can do it. Well, so eye has not seen. There's some things that you can do that you've never seen before. Eye has not seen, ear has not heard. Nor is in the heart of mankind what God has in store for you. That's why they have a term called breakthrough, that your life is a breakthrough moment. And I think we should have those in various areas of our lives, that we must live with a sense of urgency, and that's making every moment count, and have breakthrough thinking. Look at ways in which in various areas of your life that you have breakthroughs, that you take your performance to the next level. When I was a kid, the high jump in the Olympics was 6 feet. And a guy named John Thomas, who was a high jumper and had the record. And then, but he developed a strategy. Most people were just jumping forward to jump over it. He was able to raise his body high enough in the air, and he would go over the pole head first. Same event, but different strategy. He was able to maximize his impact. He was able to jump 7 feet. Here's what I mean, that there's some things that you are doing and that you perhaps have not succeeded using the approach that you now have. A lot of people, when they fail over and over again using the approach that they now are using, they stop. Change your approach, but don't change your decision. Because you've failed at it thus far does not mean that it can't be done by you. It's just that the approach that you're using now does not work. Many people using the same method, the same relationships, the same information, and they stop saying it can't be done. The belief was, for centuries, man couldn't fly. You will never fly. You're not a bird. Get used to it. That was the belief. But the Wright brothers, they had breakthrough thinking, and they changed the approach on what it would take to transport our bodies in the air. You came here to do something. Some people know right away of what that is. And there are some, because they have not been exposed or seen something, they have not seen anybody doing it yet. So they don't even try. When I saw Mr. Leroy Washington, who said to me, "Go in front of the room and work this problem out for me." "Oh, sir, I can't do that." "Why not? I'm not one of your students." "Look at me. Go and do what I'm asking you to do anyhow." "I can't, sir." And then the other students started laughing, saying, "He's DT." He asked, "What's DT?" "He's the dumb twin." And I said, "I am, sir." He looked at me. He said, "Don't you ever say that again. Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality." No one rises to low expectation. And when you have low expectation for people, you treat them in a certain way. How you look at them, how you talk to them, and the time, the energy, and the effort that you put in with them. So he took this person that you see now, that was labeled educable, mentally retarded, and a different approach that allowed me to be able to change people's lives. And I encourage you, if you're ready to maximize that, I encourage you, if you're ready to live from your greatness, if you're ready to take a chance on you, well, what if I don't make it? So what? Nat Turner, he never lived to see us being free, but he struck a blow that ultimately broke the back of slavery. Live with a sense of urgency. Be willing to change your approach. Here's the time you got to live this same life like you mean business. The days are just flying by. I believe that life is for living, for loving, and living a meaningful life, purposeful life. Why purposeful? Well, because it narrows your choices. I can't make the choices for you. All I can share with you to minimize the pain and just living a life that's not you, so that your future you, your future life will say, "I'm glad you made that choice." Make choices and ask yourself the question, is this going to bring the best out of me? Or is this going to take me down a path at some point in time I will regret that I made this choice? The road to life is straight and narrow, and few there be that find it, because few there be that are willing to be disciplined. Few there be that are coachable. There's nothing worse than arrogance and ignorance. People who think they know and they don't know. It's a new year. I'm going to get it done in 21. What is it that you're determined to do? Yeah, there are a lot of people walking around with a lot of potential in them that's dead. Genius in them that's dead. The distance that I have traveled so far is longer than the distance I have left. Is that the same for you? We don't know how much time we have left. Have you had some setbacks and failures and you have convinced yourself it can't be done? Change your approach, but don't change your decision. You can live a life that will outlive you. Oh, you have greatness in you. It's not judged by how much money you have. It's not judged by that. No.
What's money without courage? What's money without determination? Not much. It's worthless. A little money and a whole lot of ingenuity, and you can turn all kinds of nothing into something.
I've never seen an ambulance or hearse at a funeral carrying some money behind it, or furniture, or a home. They don't bury you with homes, with your brand new car, your Rolex. When Howard Hughes, who was the richest man in the world, died, somebody asked on the plane, how much did he leave? And the answer was, all of it. Live your life in such a way that life don't owe you any change.